out to Hollywood to go move a boat. Driving a truck that gas gauge does not work and the wheels don't seem to want to go straight. This boat has something to do with D-Day. Find out more about its history in a little while.
What you say, man?
Yeah. I can tell you, I'm so glad you did not do this project.
Well, Pierce said I can still have it.
Yeah.
You don't think so? I am glad that it wasn't me that got it here.
Yeah, I know. It's like, well, you know, so they had to tow it off. Mike called me, and they got it here. Well, they had to cut the legs off, and everything was sliding all over the place. And I mean, man, tires were going flat, brakes weren't working.
The front seat's broken and the axle's dragging.
I mean, it was just one issue after the other that we would have gone through.
I only felt it was right to throw that little Miranda Lambert plug in there. I mean, that thing, the axle's dragging, the axle's gone. So glad that wasn't my problem that day.
Yeah. Some Sunday morning shenanigans.
Yeah. How do I always get recruited for this, Derek?
Well, somebody's got to bail me out of jail.
I'm glad Derek, you know, wears proper PPE. He's got those steel toe sandals. I tell you, they work.
They work, man.
They work really well. Plan never survives first contact, so we're already deviating a little bit. Derek, first attempt, what happened?
Failed.
What do we think? What do we think?
I was gonna see if a little bit more horsepower might pull it. I don't know.
All right, so the trailer's been there for about 15 years. I think those brakes are seized. See if we can get some extra horsepower on this. He says no, Ricky Bobby.
I think this is one of those planes that did not survive first contact.
It's amazing. I think that's what I said, literally like a minute or two earlier. Yeah, I think that shit's, it's just seized up, man.
Mary Bear only cares about Mr. Wilson. Well, we got a second while he trounces around behind me in the water to get out of the mud. Yeah, this episode's obviously all about the Higgins. Alex and I have been eyeing that thing for, well, since college, 15 years ago. Went out there with the Chevy. First contact with the enemy, that usually just fucks things up. And that's what we had there. We had what we thought to be a decent plan, and it just didn't survive first contact. So we hooked to Eddie's truck, valiant effort, but again, it said nope. So we went over and as Eddie's trying to free the brakes and mess around underneath the trailer, Alex is over trying to convince Kate.
We're gonna try our car.
To hook it up to their car and see if their car, that extra little bit of oomph will do it. I don't know if she knew we were joking or not. Alex may still be sleeping on the couch after that one.
Well, there's no trailer in tow, as you can see back there. So, yep, did not work. So, gotta go back to the drawing board, figure out how we're gonna move this thing. Couldn't yank it, couldn't get it to break free. Some of you are probably sitting there saying, I told you so. And you'd be right. You'd be right. But those of you who are saying I told you so, you just wait. You just wait. You're gonna see this thing out of the water with its t-shirt cannon on it and everything.
Huh? Tell them. Tell them. Wouldn't that be cool if they put your name here, like their brand? Went out to the beach, sandbar, whatever, and boom, 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 boom. Shooting freaking t-shirts, rapidly deploying whatever branded item you want to send their way. Pulling up to the beach, dropping that ramp down. Bikini-clad girls, kegs, barbecue, music. Everything you need to have fun. Everything you need to have fun. Oh, that would be so much fun. Brand that thing out. Get it up and running, brand it up, get it going. Obviously the Dodge rammed when it should have died. That thing needs a lot of work. It's actually been It's been shit canned since the filming of that, so don't ask any questions about it. It's gone.
Well, we're headed out to Hollywood to go move a boat. Driving a truck that gas gauge does not work, and the wheels don't seem to want to go straight. Check truck's oil. Ah! Mariner! Stop it. So proud of himself, got oil.
This beautiful beast leaks oil.
I had to bring the Dodge. Yeah, I needed more rubber, just there wasn't enough horsepower, wasn't enough rubber.
I don't think we're gonna move it.
What are you waiting on?
See traffic?
It's getting testy. He's only ever been a smart ass to me 4 times, twice today.
Twice today? They're saying to wait once. Let me go see what they're saying.
Figured use the Dodge because it was a dually. Still wasn't enough. So Mike calls me to the back. We rethink yet again, move the Dodge, hook his truck up. Still not enough. Called a day, and at this point pretty much threw in the towel because it was beyond what I'm capable of doing while I'm still navigating this bankruptcy. What else is there to talk about other than the crazy ass dog that's about to come jumping into screen here any second? Whoa. Oof. That dog is a beast. He is a beast. He's trudging through puff mud. Was that deer cool though? Huh? Bear, look at me. Tell him. Tell him how cool that deer was. He don't care. He just wants you to throw the ball. All the chaos. The locals came out to include a deer. A deer. Came to check out the boat. I think one of the funniest parts about it was you called me right before I went and drove down to Florida that weekend. And I drove by this thing and just laughed. You were like, hey, when you get past Bojangles, yeah, you'll see it.
You'll see it.
All right, let's go. Moments later. But yeah, I wanted y'all to see that because it's the time I almost bought a World War II boat. That's the Higgins Landing craft. It's amazing what that landing craft has done. And Higgins, they made the landing craft and they made the PT boat. Very iconic boats. They helped win the war. It would have been cool. It's not completely scrapped yet. They got a little while before it does get scrapped. If any of you want to get involved with that project, reach out and let me know. I'd love to save that boat. I just don't have the means to do it right now. See you on the water. YouTube thinks you'll like this one next.